Alright. Hello everybody, Lunatic the Game here, joined by
ABG.
And welcome to the final game in our classic Sonic game marathon. Though this is a newer classic game, it kind of doesn't count, but I count it because it, unlike the Sonic 4 duology, actually tries to learn from the classics, expands on that formula, and therefore it's a good fucking game. God bless. Who could have imagined a good 2D Sonic game?
Whoa.
We're never touching the Sonic 4 duology, by the way. I'm not fucking touching those games. Anyway, this here is Sonic Mania, released in 2017. It was the highest rated Sonic game since Adventure 2, which, wild to think that Adventure 2 was rated good at all, because it's boring. It's not boring. I don't like it, but I'm going to pretend it's factually, objectively bad. Whatever. This game was a really big deal when it came out. I remember everybody talking so highly about it. But for the longest time, I never really liked it that much. I will say this cutscene's really fucking cool.
It's very pretty.
Yeah, very, very pretty. Thank you, Tyson. I forgot how to say his last name, but he is the man responsible for remaking Sonic's design in the movie. Because first it was ugly, then it was good. But yeah, I will say about Sonic Mania, ABG, you might remember, back when we started Great Value Gamers, we initially planned this to be one of our first Let's Plays.
Yes.
Recorded it in February 2020 before the pandemic. And I told you that I thought this game was a little overrated.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then I have a bunch of saves here because I play this game way too fucking much. But then, later, I think it was August, I was going through the classic games. I think it was September, actually. And I replayed this game, gave it like a 9 out of 10, said it was like my second favorite Sonic game. And you were like, what the fuck? I thought you said it was overrated. And there's a reason for that. There's a reason for my change of heart. But first, let's quickly get this story out of the way. I have no lore, so we're just going to pretend it doesn't exist.
Yeah, well, that's what's great about our lore, is that I think coming up with it on the fly is what makes it amazing.
Yeah. But,
Not that there's anything wrong with predetermining it, but coming up with it on the fly is what made the Let's Plays.
But very importantly, you might have noticed. What?
You just kept trying to cut me off. You were just you kept trying to wait until I was done so you could actually talk.
No.
Such a fucking dickhead.
No, but you have a point. But I wanted to quickly point out they pulled something out of the ground. That's the Republican cube from Sonic Forces, right there.
Whoa. Okay, so the official timeline for Great Value Gamers, for the Sonic playthroughs is it 06 first, or is 06 later in the timeline?
See, I actually know the timeline. I wrote it down for no reason when I was in college for no reason.
Nice.
Look, there's a lot of things I want to point out. First being, welcome to Green Hill, because we can't get enough of these green hills.
Look at these green hills.
Oh man, this is such an original stage. I'm glad.
I really wish it was more like Sandy Hill. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Why'd you restart?
Because I fell down the bottom path, and I never do that, and that's embarrassing.
Hang on, do you hear that?
What?
No way.
What is it?
What? It sounds like a skill issue.
It is a skill issue. That's why we're erasing it from history. Look. There's a lot of things I want to talk about with Mania, because there's a lot of reasons why I didn't initially love this game. Back then, I was under the assumption that 2D Sonic games were just easier to make than 3D, because Sonic Team really fucking makes it look hard. But at the same time, they are also really bad at making 2D games. This game was developed primarily by the people who had experience in the Sonic modding and fan game community. In fact, pretty much all of the important players with this game. I forgot who fucking was the director, but he was he was the guy who made the Sonic CD.
Christian Whitehead?
Yeah, Christian Whitehead.
Yeah. How do I know that and you don't?
Closeted Sonic fan, I guess.
Closeted.
Fun fact about this. I don't know why.
Mario all the way.
Your average Twitter user, average Mario fan on Twitter.
Average Mario fan.
Thinking it's still the 90s.
It is. I listen to The Offspring. Yeah, it's still the 90s.
I thought The Offspring was the 2000s, though.
Nah, they started, they really gained popularity in, the 90s, about, I think when their record Smash came out in, 95, I think?
I guess that, okay, then I guess you are right about the 90s thing.
Yes.
Speaking of the 90s, this game heavily takes cues from Saturn Sonic games, and it pretends to be a Sonic game.
Which is why right now it looks like shit.
Yeah, essentially.
But it's intentional, so it doesn't look like shit.
Look, I don't understand, man. I like this. I like the PlayStation 1 Sega Saturn aesthetic. I think it looks kind of neat.
Well, yeah, I do too. It's just, I don't know. I've seen it a lot.
But it still looks like shit.
Yeah. I've seen it a lot, so it's just... I don't know.
Well, I don't think you've seen enough of it. If you're like if you're a doubter the way you are right now.
Look, it's pretty. All right, I will give. It's pretty in its own very unique way, but I'm tired of seeing it.
Where have you seen it?
Okay, so I take it you don't really stick, or you don't really look into a whole lot about the indie scene.
No.
But like, not even like indie games like fucking Binding of Isaac, like really small indie games that you should find on like Game Jolt and shit, and like itch.io. A lot of indie horror games always started having PSX aesthetics ever since a guy named Puppet Combo started doing it. And he kind of popularized it, and then I just saw it fucking everywhere.
Okay,
and it's
that's
just like, alright, this is a little boring.
You have experience. Yes. I shouldn't talk.
I'm a little bit of what we call a loser.
Glad we all know. Glad we're all on the same page.
Yeah, we're all on the same page.
I guess I'll continue that, like, why I like the game a little more. But actually, going down the roster of really important people, the composer of this game, T. Lopes, he was really known for Sonic fan remixes back in the early 2010s, I think. Mm-hmm. Tyson Hess, I think that's how you say his last name. I don't care. He did something. I think he made really good fan art, and Sega was like, "Hey, you're hired. Make the movie good for us." One aspect I do like about Sonic Mania is despite the fact that a lot of the stages are old, they try to remix them for the second acts. Like this feels so different from the usual Green Hill shtick. This feels like a Green Hill Zone if Sega gave a fuck about making it feel unique every time they brought it back, which never happens. What you up to, ABG?
I noticed that the audio... So, there's going to be a dip in audio, and if it's too quiet in editing, well, too bad, you're going to have to fix that. But, okay, I just, like, I noticed it was peaking in the reds, like, constantly, and I was like, okay, that's probably not good. So I'll just minus a couple decibels.
Okay, well, thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, as I was saying, another reason I didn't really like the game, actually, was because, this... well, firstly, again, there's a lot of these stages in this game are just old stages. I was under the assumption that, this would be a new 2D Sonic game. It would be, new stages. At least Sonic 4 pretended to have new stages. This game just didn't give a fuck. They were like, hey, here's a stage from a game from, like, the 90s. Isn't that cool? Isn't that nostalgic, guys? And I'm like... wow, this sure doesn't feel like...
It doesn't help that you didn't grow up in the 90s with these games.
Yeah.
So.
I was a 2000 Sonic fan.
Yeah.
Can you tell? By the fact that I like Frontiers?
By how well adjusted you are.
By how mentally insane I am.
Exactly.
2000 Sonic fans have, like, the rep that 90 Sonic fans used to have, where they're, like, way too nostalgic for the old stuff and complain about everything.
Nice.
I want to go into that later. But, well, there's another major reason, but I'm just gonna skim over it. Basically, I thought the praise this game got was kind of like, of course the game would be good. It's a fucking, like... Oh yeah, actually, the main reason was because Sonic fans use Mania as an opportunity. What the fuck? He juked me out.
Nice.
He broke my ankles. Sonic fans use Sonic Mania as an opportunity to express that they believe that Sonic fans understood the Sonic series more than the Sonic team, the guys who developed these games, or the other games in this series. And I really could not stand that mentality. I thought that was just really stupid. I thought circumstances allowed the fans, or the guys who developed Sonic Mania, to produce a game that was better than the average Sonic game by Sonic Team. Thankfully, Sonic fans seem to have woken up from this stupid-ass mentality, though it has come at the cost of them berating Sonic fan game creators, but usually they mean well, because it's usually like games like... remember Sonic, what was that Sonic game we played, like, last year at Complete Random? I forgot what it was called. It was the really bad one. Yeah, I don't think you know. It's been a long fucking time, so I don't remember. It was just the death egg in the first stage of the game for some reason.
Oh, beautiful.
Anyways, he's already dead.
Nice.
That
was just baby mode. Put me
Yeah.
to sleep, give me my milk and bottle, dude.
Didn't even notice
Give me a
it.
bedtime story. I mean, I was busy trying to figure shit out, but it didn't work. So.
But yeah, nowadays Sonic fans are are actually just straight up aggressive about that attitude. They're like, if you think that Sonic fans understand the series more than Sonic Team, we're gonna kill you. It is quite wild how like, I feel like fans who grew up in the 2000s have this reputation. about them. I remember seeing like a tweet that was like real Sonic fans. Like it was just like that Soy Jack versus the Sojak meme or whatever. The Virgin versus the Chad.
Yeah.
And one of them was like the real Sonic fans care a lot about the series, but are very chill about their opinions. 2,000 Sonic fans only like the Dark Age games and all that stuff. And it's like, oh my god. I'm like, please shut up. If you unironically made this meme, I might jump you.
I'm gonna jump you like with a mask of the Chad. Like I'm gonna wear the Chad mask and I'm gonna put up the Virgin mask on you and I'm gonna jump you.
I'm gonna draw myself as the Chad.
I'm gonna draw you as the Soy Jack and me as the Chad.
Never gotten over Bo Giant saying it to Leon. He's like, I'm going to draw me as the Chad and you as the Soy Jack, Leon.
Oh man.
Bo Giant was like one of the most pettiest villains we had.
He was.
Dude really destroyed the stock exchange just because he could.
Just because he wanted to. Oh man. We do still have more Resident Evil 4 to do.
Yeah.
It's on the bucket list.
I don't know when we can do it. You know, sometimes going through that door, because, you know, there's a door when you go through there, it closes when you come through here, when you get in the grape jelly. Sometimes when the game had dropped, there was
with a name like Schmuckers, it must be good. Sorry.
When the game dropped, sometimes there would be if you ran it at like a specific speed, you'd get crushed for no fucking reason. I hated that shit.
Like a specific frame rate?
I don't know, like, perhaps? I just know sometimes I try to go through... the moment I'd enter that section, I'd, like, die instantly for no reason. There's, like, no rhyme or reason. You'd just be running normally and the game would just kill you. Honestly, when Sonic Mania dropped, there was no time... what's the best way to write that in English? Excuse me, because I wrote that like I have no brain. I think when Sonic Mania dropped, it kind of hit different, because I remember some of the glitches, like... If you turn Supersonic, but sometimes the game will let you turn Supersonic without having 50 rings, so you'd just be Supersonic, but you'd be blue. I remember recording it and being like, hey, look, I'm Supersonic, but I'm blue. Isn't it beautiful? And, like, almost as if Sonic heard me. Like, he turned and faced the camera and, like, did his little foot tap thing, like, shut the fuck up. I remember a couple of times also getting stuck in walls for no reason. That was funny.
Wow.
The debug mode. I remember you could just... I don't remember how the debug mode worked. I think you could just turn it on in the menu, and you could like get all the Chaos Emeralds without like actually like you wouldn't have to search for like the special rings. You could just get the Chaos Emeralds from like spawning them with the debug mode, and that's how I got all of them.
Wow,
that was fun.
Cheater.
I fucking love that. You can hear the music, right?
No, I can't. I'll figure it out next episode. All right, just keep going.
The music here's a banger though.
Okay, I'll fucking listen to it on my own time. Whatever. I won't, but it's fun to imagine.
Dude, this soundtrack's fucking amazing. Like, straight up one of the best. One of the GOATs. T-Lopes really cooked. T-Lopes was in the kitchen like, how can I cook? And he just did. He just imagined cooking and he cooked.
So it was just like, let this man cook.
Yeah, he was like, I'll let my mind do all the work and I'll just sit. Like, dude didn't even like have any ingredients. He just cooked.
He just like, he opened the fridge, saw whatever was in there, he's like, I've got a meal ready. There's like an asparagus, an orange, a pint of milk, fucking like salt in the fridge for some reason, and a singular piece of bread with a little bit of mold on it. He was like, let me cook.
And he cooked.
And he fucking cooked.
You could give T-Lope all those ingredients and he genuinely would cook. He'd find a way. I will at him on Twitter with this quote, and he'll be like, yeah, I could. Oh, Jesus, where am I? But for real, though, I really appreciate how, I almost said T-Lopes' team, because he cooked. Really, I like how the headcanon, the team who made this game, always tried to do unique things with these old zones, like having these little gloopity glops.
Gloopity glops.
Goo all over the place that bounces you up into the air. It's really cool.
It's like Portal.
I don't know how, but I guess so.
In Portal 2, there's goo that you can shoot on the ground. It either makes you faster or it makes you jump.
Huh.
We should play the Portal 2 multiplayer for this channel. Let's just copy Game Grumps even more.
Well, I think we're better than Game Grumps.
We are. You hear me, Aaron?
Yeah. Not only are we cooler, you're whiter than both of them. I'm black and a femboy.
So we balance it out. You know? Exactly. Aaron, if you want to prove us wrong, you know where to find me.
Why would you
Let's set up a boxing match.
Can't even prove us wrong.
I'll fucking clock you, dude.
I feel like you could.
Probably not. He has like actual boxing experience because he was in Creator Clash.
Oh shit.
So probably beat my ass, but I mean, you know, anything's worth a shot.
I have to agree.
I mean, what you gotta live life with a half chub. You know what I'm saying? All right, let me rephrase that. You gotta live life on the edge. You know what I'm saying?
That's better.
Okay. I don't see how it's much better, but I guess whatever.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from with that one.
Mm-hmm.
Are we about to fight the boss?
Are we?
Yep.
Oh,
Puyo
it's a quiz
Puyo.
show.
No, it's Puyo
oh,
Puyo.
it's Mean Bean
Even
Machine.
better.
It's not Puyo Puyo.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's Mean Bean Machine.
Yeah, I remember the AI, Eggman's AI sucks so much dick on this boss, but I remember like, there's a joke in there. I'm trying to find
About
out
sucking cock.
Yeah.
Okay.
About Eggman sucking cock, which is good.
Yeah.
But,
Oh right. Okay. Yeah. I see what you're trying to do now.
But I actually remember. But I remember sucking a lot at this boss when I was like 14 for some reason.
Yeah, Puyo's really fucking hard.
I mean, it should.
You have to have a sense for like combos to do.
Yeah, which I don't. But you could like get away with anything in this. So.
Like I kind of have an idea of what you do in Puyo, but I'm still ass at Puyo. So
I don't even know what I'm doing right now. I'm just gonna drop some stuff. But Eggman's really bad at Puyo too, so usually it's not hard to beat him. What am I doing?
excuse me, Mean Bean Machine.
Oh yeah, Mean Bean Machine.
Yeah, my bad. Sorry, Dark Eggman. Yeah, it's cool. I don't care. Wow, you're chill, man. You chilled out since last. Well, you know, ever since my Enterprise eBay went down, I just kind of don't care anymore. It's whatever.
All right, that's a combo.
Yeah. No, it wasn't. That's a combo.
Was it? Was it though?
Yeah.
Doesn't feel like it.
Because it fell into place. A combo is not when you do two at a time. It's whenever you do one and it chains into another. So, like, say you placed a blue right here, right, and then a green on top of it, and then you had two blues over here, one blue over here, and then the blues would disappear, and then the green would fall on top of that and create another combo. Another chain of goo.
See, I kind of zoned out there.
All right, cool. Why did I even fucking try?
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
I'm concentrating so hard. And I kind of just.
Wow, look at how difficult this is.
It's not, because Eggman sucks at this game. Like, watch this. He's about to die.
It's his own game.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to fucking play it. I'm gonna kill him. Watch this. Boom.
Ow. I don't know why I made this thing explode. That was just a bad decision. Like, I could have just, like, I mean, you fell into my trap. I could have just blew you up, but I didn't. I don't know. I just want to play Mean Bean Machine. It's my favorite game. I made it. Was it fun?
Nah. It was like, yeah, I thought it was decent. Could use some Tetris, some anime girls too.
Well, I'll skip the anime girls, but Tetris and Puyo. That's it. Excuse me, Mean Bean Machine. That's pretty good.
Oh my god.
It's a good idea.
The fact that you're not going to be able to listen to fucking Studiopolis is a sin.
Oh, that reminds me.
What?
I did get Puyo Puyo Tetris 2 on Steam.
Oh, nice.
So now we got to do that.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do.
No, we don't.
I need to whoop your ass in some Puyo Puyo Tetris.
Why? Wait, what would you
To
gain?
assert my dominance.
What would I gain from you doing that to me?
You wouldn't gain anything, but I would gain a lot of self-confidence. Because I would absolutely fucking smoke you.
I feel like that would ruin the dynamic. The point
I
of
would
Great Value
roll you
Gamers-
up and smoke you.
The point of Great Value Gamers is that you're supposed to be depressed because I'm always beating you and everything.
I whooped your ass in Blaze Blue.
I don't remember. I remember. I don't remember that.
Of course you don't.
It's not a canon event.
You probably deleted the files for it after it was like, oh, this never happened. Some fucking Stalin shit, just deleting shit, removing people from history.
Nah, I mean, I remember beating you when you were trying to play as Makoto.
Yeah.
I definitely needed that.
Yeah, I mean, I got a little too lost in the sauce there. I thought I could absolutely smoke you with your own crush, but it didn't work.
Yeah,
so.
didn't work. You wouldn't understand.
I thought it would distract you.
You wouldn't understand because you're gay, so...
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, I played as a girl and killed you.
I mean, if you played as... No, like, you don't understand, like, what Makoto means to me because you don't like girls like I do. You like guys. You probably lost because I was playing
That
as
sounded
Kazuma.
derogatory. You don't like girls like I do.
Maybe it was. Look, I feel
Maybe
like
it
you might have
was.
been distracted because I was playing as Hazma. Who's like, you know, the cool snake eyes guy in the suit.
Mm-hmm.
What
I
do you
don't know. I have a taste in guys and...
Wait, you don't like girthy guys in suits?
Girthy? Was he girthy?
No.
Was he skinny?
Yeah, a little.
Yeah, no, that explains it. I like buff dudes.
Okay.
And like twinks. There's no in between. That in between land does nothing for me.
I think the funny thing about my bisexuality is, of course, I obviously like twinks, but then like every now and then I will phase in and out of liking buff guys. It just kind of happens sometimes.
Really?
Yeah. It just suddenly I'm like, you know, I like buff guys sometimes. Anyways, here's another fucking.
Yay! We came into this thing with 21 rings.
What's the joke there? 21? Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh, that's hilarious.
21. There you go.
Wow, that's so fucking funny,
yeah, man.
dude.
We're bringing it back, like how this game brought it back. All right. We're bringing it back to the good old days.
I just kind of had one of those, yo, that's class moments where like I suddenly get depressed.
Yo, you know what we should do for Great Value Versus?
What?
We should play F-Zero GX.
Who the fuck cares about F-Zero?
Did you really just fucking say that?
I'm asking.
You're sitting next to the biggest F-Zero fan in history.
There are F-Zero fans?
What? Wow.
Look, all I know about F-Zero is
whatever. You're just scared that I'd fucking destroy you.
I don't even really care. Like, you could beat me in F-Zero, my life would be the exact same. Like, literally nothing about my life would change. I'm just surprised that people care about F-Zero.
I'll just mod Makoto in and beat you with Makoto.
I'd like to see you try.
Oh, yeah. I probably could.
I'll care, like, a little more if you try to beat me with Makoto.
A little more.
Like, I'll like...
Yeah, because then your honor is on the line.
It's not even really that. I just feel insulted that you'd use her name, like, in vain like that.
Christ.
Like, come on, bro. Like, no need to do that.
I disagree.
What do you mean? Like, you disagree?
There's a need. There's a need here that I'm detecting.
I don't get it. I don't get what you gain from this.
Just, I do it for fun. Like door placer.
Are you door placer?
No, I'm not door placer. That's the one intrinsic value I have. Like, door placer is kind of like, imagine you and me, right? Like evil and combined into one being. That's door placer, I imagine.
You know what?
I mean, I don't know. I've never met the man.
I've heard of him, but I don't know.
Yes, I've heard of him. Bo Jiden seemed to be affiliated with him in some method.
A lot of people we know happen to apparently be affiliated with him, now that I think about it.
It's the overarching Great Value Gamers plot. We'll figure it out as time goes. Oh, what? Wow, okay.
Hello, this is the, I forgot what these guys are called. They're the Dr. Eggman's, robot buddies, I guess.
Well, I guess pigs can fly.
What? Is that... What?
Doesn't he look like a cop?
Oh, okay. My fucking dumbass didn't get that. That's perfect. That's an amazing joke, but I'm not going to laugh at it.
Welcome.
Because
you're just going to acknowledge that it's a really solid joke. No laughter, but I can acknowledge when a joke is very solid. That was a pretty solid joke.
So the funny thing is I do that sometimes. I'm like, I don't get this, but I do think it was funny.
I can acknowledge this as a joke, and I can respect it as such. It's a good joke.
Ooh. Fucking hell. Man, the music here in this the boss battles against these fucking Eggman robots are always really good. I remember when it dropped, I used it in one of my videos. Happened to be a really bad video where I defended Sonic Forces before it came out. I was thinking it would be pretty good.
Nice.
That was good times.
This is the same reason why you do not pre-order games.
Yeah. Deadass. I remember, because we talked about this when we were playing like Resident Evil 4. I remember when Frontiers was like the trailer just dropped, and I remember saying that a lot of people were like, "Just wait till the game comes out to judge." And I was like, "Look, we did that with Forces. Look how that turned out." I remember saying I kind of want Frontiers to be bad so we can humble these kids so they'd understand like what I'm talking about.
And alas, it was pretty good.
Yeah. Well, good. I think yeah. Good thing it was pretty good. I don't know if you agree on that.
I mean, I haven't played a whole lot of it, so I'd have to get back into it.
You thought it was boring.
No, I didn't think it was boring. I just got bored because, I don't know. I get fatigued with game. Whenever I'm playing a game that I truly don't want to play, I just get fatigued with it really easily. Yeah. And I mean, we were kind of just sitting there, like, playing it over and over and over. We didn't have anything else lined up that day, I don't think. So.
Yeah. Anyways.
No, we are way over time. Oops.
So we're gonna stop this part here. We'll see you all in the next one.
Yep. Look, alright. There's something I need to level with you, alright? I am door